common question is, what is attitude and how is it related to performance? Well, attitude is an athlete's mindset, and what shapes the way they perceive success, how they deal with and manage setbacks, as well as how do they approach training and even competition. It also is very important in the sense that attitude also has a very neuroscience perspective to it. Attitude shapes perception, and a positive or growth attitude activates brain regions linked to motivation, such as the prefrontal cortex and the striatum, leading to persistence and resilience. However, a negative attitude amplifies the stress response. It increases activity within the amygdala and actually increases cortisol release as well, making performance even harder and emotional resilience and regulation even more difficult. From a sports impact, attitude influences how you interpret pressure. If you have, for instance, a positive attitude, you'll look at pressure as a challenge, as an opportunity for growth. However, with a negative attitude, you oftentimes interpret pressure as a threat, something to be avoided or something to be dreaded. When you look at it as a positive growth experience, you're lighting up the prefrontal cortex and you're feeling increase in mental energy and decision making. However, when you approach it as a threat with a negative attitude, your amygdala lights up, your cortisol increases, and it's very difficult to think, concentrate, and perform at your best. Now, attitude sets the foundation. If you believe challenges are opportunities, you're more likely to engage fully. For example, a sprinter with a negative attitude might dread training, which drains mental energy and weakens confidence at the starting line. However, a sprinter with a growth attitude views progress in practice, preserves mental energy, and lines up with confidence, increasing the odds of having peak performance. So attitude sets the foundation for your effort, as well as how you'll perform underneath pressure, challenges, threats, adversity, and difficulties that you'll face both in practice and during competition.